Hey y'all, what's up? So it's your girl Eboni K Williams here. Happy holiday weekend. I just really wanted to come on live super quick and offer a bit of what I'm going to frame as some community service, really. So a lot of people have been tagging me in comments and asking my opinion around the notion of the challenge that some white or non-black women have with fighting or arguing or being in conflict with black women, particularly on camera. And I just want to say it's also bigger than on camera, right? I think that a lot of people maybe are unsure or challenged by being in conflict with black women in spaces. So here are 3 tips for how to be a white or non-black woman and fight with black women without having to feel or be perceived as racist. It's quite simple, actually. Number 1, show up in the space with the exact same respect and positioning that you have for yourself as this black woman you are in conversation with. That's number 1. The reason this is so important is because oftentimes, there are histories and subtextual realities that have the fact that whiteness still in this country and globally speaking, whiteness resides in a position of superiority and authority, right? So whether or not you retain that consciously or subconsciously, do your very best when you are in conflict with a black woman to divorce yourself from that presumption of authority or superiority. Truly look at that black woman in a space of complete, full humanity and complete, full ability to engage with you as an equal. And I'd ask you to take some time with that one because you might think you're doing that, but oftentimes you're not, in small ways and big ones. Number 2, when in conflict with a black woman, as a white or non-black woman, make sure that you are not subjugating yourself or that black woman to tropes and stereotypes. Now, I know a little bit about this one myself, of course. If she shows up with a raised voice or in a sense of upsettedness, give her the grace to be those things and do not default her to angry. Do not default her to an inability to understand. Do not default her to an ability to not understand big words or dense vocabulary.
Okay, so words are like a Rorschach, right?
Like what?
A Rorschach.
I don't know what that is.
A blot test.
A blot test.
Okay.
So, I know, these are big words.
Yeah, well, we understand big words.
Crystal, we're all smart. We're all educated women here. I have some big words I can throw at Crystal, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable.
Because I guarantee you that that black woman who is sharing space with you, non-black woman, is at least as qualified as you to occupy that space, to navigate that space. In fact, history would tell us that that black woman might even be overqualified to share that space with you, because that tends to be the daily reality that is required of black people in this country in order to just show up and share the space. And last but not least, number 3, if you are a non-black woman and you find yourself in conflict, fighting, debate, or otherwise with a black woman on camera or off, and you're feeling that uncomfortable thing of, am I coming across as racist right now? Do yourself the service of considering, not presuming, but considering if in fact maybe some anti-blackness is showing up for you. Maybe it's coming up for you in ways that you don't desire or ways that you haven't chosen consciously. But that's the power of historical context, y'all. This is a lot of us, I'm 39 years old. Most folks around today are not the creators, the architects of anti-blackness. We're not. I don't think most white people today are the creators, the originators, the architects of anti-blackness or racism in general. But as Isabel Wilkinson, the great author, particularly of Caste, read it, says, we are cohabitators of a space that is still latent with these realities. So therefore, my white, Asian, Hispanic, indigenous, non-black sisters who show up in the world and you feel you're walking on eggshells, or you feel that you have an inability to engage with authentic conflict with black women, I invite you to dismiss that fear. I also ask that you don't scapegoat that little presumption out there as a reason to not show up with authentic communication with black women. Because when you fail to do that, you also are dehumanizing black women. So just take a beat, reflect on how you are indeed positioning this black woman. Are you seeing her as a full and complete, humanized equal, intellectual equal, lived experienced equal? Or are you presuming inability of her to hold space for you, inability for her to see you as fully human, right? So do those things. I'll run them down again. Number one, make space for that black woman as your full and complete lived experience equal. Don't presume she's less intelligent than you. Don't presume she's got less global travel or perspective than you. And don't presume that she's in any way less feminine or powerful than you. Number two, relax off of the kind of suspicion and default presumption that everybody's thinking you're racist. Not true. But perhaps there are some subtextual anti-black sentiments that might be creeping in to the way you are engaging with that black woman. And number three, hold the space to show up with authenticity with all women, including us black women, and trust us. Maybe that's number three, right? Trust black women to meet you where you are, to not have to reduce ourselves in our engagement with you. And yes, all women, in fact, all people, if we want to take the misogyny out of it, engage in conflict. It's human. It's more than okay. Do not defaultly presume our inability to occupy that space with you fairly, authentically, and even-handedly. Love y'all. Happy holiday weekend.